Every fight, he defended himself for hours. She screamed, he explained, she cried, he apologized. And one day, he stopped. He looked at her and calmly said, "You don't."
Welcome to the Narc Free Man podcast.
Welcome back to the Narc Free Man podcast. I'm Phillip Dugas. Brother, let me start with this. The meanest thing you can say to a female narcissist is not what you think. It's not calling her crazy. It's not yelling at her. It's not cussing her out. The meanest thing you can say is only one short sentence. And I'll reveal that to you in just a moment. Narcissistic women live off your reaction. They need your angry. They need your upset. They need you defending yourself. That's the fuel that keeps them in control. If you take that away, they panic. You see, most men think the way to fight back is to insult her or to call her names, to tell her she's nuts, which she is. But here's what happens when you do that. She flips the story, and suddenly you are the angry one. You are the narcissist. She'll cry, she'll call her friends, she'll tell people you are abusive. And now you are on the defense. One guy told me he lost his cool and said, "You are insane." She hit record on her phone. Next thing he knew, everyone believed her story that he was the problem. See the trap? Insults don't work. They give her more fuel. Now, what's that one phrase you want to say? And you say this calmly. It is, "You don't affect me anymore." Her silent treatments, they don't work. Her guilt trips, they don't work. Her lies, they don't work. That one sentence says, your control is over. And here's why it stings. Hate is still energy. Arguing is still energy. But indifference, that's nothing. It's like oxygen to a fire. If you stop feeding the fire, it burns out. But let me tell you a story. A guy messaged me on Instagram after being trapped for 8 years. Every fight, he defended himself for hours. She screamed, he explained, she cried, he apologized. And one day, he stopped. He looked at her and calmly said, "You don't affect me anymore." Of course, she lost it. She screamed louder. She tried harder. She even cried. But this time, he didn't argue. He didn't react. He just walked away. And for the first time, she didn't know what to do. The game failed. Let's talk about why this one phrase works. Narcissistic women tie you into what's called a trauma bond. It's the cycle of love, pain, hope, and abuse that hooks your brain like a drug. Your body reacts with stress chemicals like cortisol, adrenaline, and you are in fight or flight mode all the time. So when you stop reacting, you break that cycle. You rewire your brain to be calm. And here's the key. She panics not because you are mean, but because her script doesn't work anymore. And make no mistake, she won't go down easy. Because the moment you stop reacting, she'll push harder. She might get fake sweet and say things like, "Oh, I've been thinking maybe we should start fresh here." Or she might threaten, "If you leave me, you'll never see your kids again." She might shame you. Like, what kind of man abandons his family? Or she'll go full control mode, tracking you, texting you nonstop. But here's the truth. Those are signs of fear. Fear because her control is slipping. One guy told me, "She blew up my phone with 70 calls in one night. I didn't answer once. The next morning, she was on my porch crying, begging me to come back." And that's what happens when the fuel is gone. So how do you get to the place where you can actually say this line? Start small. Practice in the mirror. "You don't affect me anymore. That doesn't work on me." I'm calm. I'm free. Journal the lies she tells. Then write the truth next to them. Train your brain. Every day, remind yourself, she's abusive. I'm not crazy. I'm not broken. This isn't about being cold. It's about being free. Now, let me give you a warning. When you break her control, she won't stop. She'll try harder. She'll smear you. She'll lie about you. She'll throw every trick she has left. That's why indifference has to lead to action. You need a plan, a safety net, an exit strategy, a brotherhood around you. Because indifference shows her games don't work, but leaving shows you are truly free. So, brother, let's bring it all home. The meanest thing you can say isn't an insult. It isn't yelling. It isn't trying to get the last word. It's one calm, clear sentence. You don't affect me anymore. Because when you take away her control over your emotions, she has nothing left. If this episode spoke to you, here's what I want you to do next. Grab a copy of my book, How to Leave a Female Narcissist. 9 clear steps to move on from her forever. That's where I lay out the step-by-step plan to not just survive, but to win your freedom. And on September 1st, I'm kicking off the Becoming Narc Free 5-day challenge. Every night at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll go live with you, giving you tools, scripts, and strategies to finally break free for good. Now, spots are limited to this event, so grab your spot today. And remember, freedom starts the moment you stop reacting. The meanest thing you can say is, you don't affect me anymore. Stay strong, stay narc free. I'll see you in the next episode.